It's time for the...
Oh, it's the Grand Old Duke of York! Oh, march with us!
Yeah!
Oh, the Grand Old Duke of York,
He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
Are you marching with us? Get ready to do it again!
Grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
Right, repeat after me! The Grand Old Duke is marching still,
The Grand old Duke is marching still,
up and down the same old hill.
up and down the same old hill.
If you ask us where we've been,
If you ask us where we've been,
top and bottom and in between.
top and bottom and in between. The Grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
Keep on marching! One last time!
Oh, the Grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
whoosh, whoosh. Ah, my boat is sailing in the rough sea. Look, Bella. Whoosh.
Yes, Jake.
Ha-ha. The waves are getting bigger
not right
and
either.
bigger. Look, Bella.
Yes, Jake.
Oh no, my boat is going to crash into the edge of the sea, Bella, if I can't see the lighthouse.
Oh, I know, Jake, but I can't decide where it should go. I can't put it there in the water because it'll sink and it's too low down. And I can't put it here on the edge because it's not high enough.
Come on, my boat's going to crash then, Bella.
Oh, well, can't you sail about a bit before you crash?
Okay.
You need a cliff, Bella.
A cliff?
Oh, my mum says she likes Cliff. She said he's a very good singer and he's good for his age. Not like me.
Oh, not that sort of cliff, Jake. I don't mean a person, Jake. I mean the kind of cliff you see if you sail around the edge of our country. Sometimes where the land stops, it drops down a long way to meet the sea. Look, let me show you. Bella, would you bring me some building blocks, please?
Okay, Judy.
Now, this is the sea.
Oh, that's right, Judy. And this is my boat, which is sailing around the sea.
Yeah.
Here you are, Judy.
Oh, thank you, Bella. And this is the land. Now, sometimes the sea meets the land and it's at the same level. But sometimes the land is much higher than the sea. And if it goes straight down like this...
Oh, a bit like a wall.
Oh, that's right, Bella. It's called a cliff.
Ah,
And it may have a lighthouse on the top.
that's right. Oh, now all the ships will be able to see the light.
Oh, yeah, and they won't crash into Cliff. Oh, my mum wouldn't like that.
Judy, what's it like at a real cliff down by the real sea?
Oh, it's very exciting, Bella, because what you see up here at the top of the cliff is very different from what you see down here at the bottom. Oh, cliffs! Oh, they look magnificent, don't they? These cliffs are where the land ends and the sea begins, and they've been there for a very long time. Oh, if you look closely, you can see they're made up of lots of layers. Oh, standing here between the sea and the cliff makes me feel very small. How do I feel? I feel very small in the land of the giants beside this great wall. What do I hear? Oh, the roar of the sea! Like a huge, hungry monster, it echoes around me. What do I see? Nothing behind. Only cliffs towering high, all rocky and lined. What can I smell? Oh, the seaweed, the waves, the wet, slippery rocks like damp, dripping caves. What can I taste? Salt in the air, the sand, sea and rocks. Oh, the wind in my hair. The cliffs rise high, the sea stretches out. They make me feel small. Of that, there's no doubt. Looking up at that cliff, I can see that it would be a splendid place for Bella's lighthouse, where the light would shine for miles and miles to warn the ships not to come too close to these rocks. I wonder what it feels like at the top of the cliff. Oh, come on, let's find out. Oh, I nearly forgot. I want to take some photos of the cliffs. I should be able to take some good ones from here. First, I'm going to take one of the cliffs towering above me. Oh, that looks good. Now I'm going to take one of the sea. Because I'm right by the water's edge, I can get a good one of the waves splashing up onto the rocks. Here goes. Let's go and see what we can see from the top of the cliffs. Come on. Some people would climb up the rocky face of the cliff itself, using ropes or special climbing equipment. It's very exciting, because the higher up you go, the better the view. Oh, but there is an easier way up. That's a special type of railway that takes you up the cliff right the way to the top. It's called a funicular railway, and just like an ordinary train, I need to get a ticket. Hello, one ticket to the top of the cliff, please.
That's 80 pence, please.
Oh, thanks very much. This is the carriage. Oh, and look, there's the track. It's just like an ordinary train track, only it goes right up the side of the cliff. Oh, look! Right at the top, there's another carriage waiting to come back down. As we go up, the other carriage comes down. I think it's time for a photo. Here goes. Oh, this is going to be great. We can have a really close look at the cliff face as we go up. Here we go. The carriage has lots of windows, so we should get a good view. Oh, we're going higher than the houses now. Oh, and look, there's the sea. And if I look out of this window, I can get a really close look at the cliff. See all the different layers? This is a great way to get to the top of the cliff. We're getting higher and higher. Oh, there goes the other carriage. Hello! Those people are going back down to the bottom of the cliffs. We must be nearly at the top now. Oh, it's slowing down, so it must be stopping. And it's stopped. Here we are, we've arrived at the top of the cliffs. Oh, wow, what a fantastic view! I can see for miles and miles. Come on, let's go out onto the top of the cliff and get an even better view. Now this feels very different. At the bottom of the cliff, I felt very small. But up here, it's so open, and it makes you feel as if you're on top of the world. Oh, but you mustn't go too near the edge of a cliff, as it's very dangerous. But if I stand a safe distance away from the edge, what can I see? Oh, just look at that view. Behind me, I can see lots of green fields. What can you see? I can see a church with its tall tower, and a ruined building over there in the distance. Well, that must be very old. Wonder what it was before it fell down. Perhaps a small castle. No. What else do I see? Well, I can see the sky. Oh, and some birds flying around. Well, they're seagulls because we're near the sea. What else is there? Lots of houses way over there. What if I turn the other way and look over the cliff towards the sea? Oh, this is even better. The sea stretches right into the distance as far as I can see. Well, that'll make a lovely photograph. Here goes. Oh, there's so much to see from the top of a cliff. Oh, I've just spotted something that could be fun. Come with me. This is a telescope. It makes things far away look much closer. All I need to do is pop a coin in the slot, and then I can look through it. Oh, look. There's the pier. Oh, and some fishing boats on the beach. And I can see lots of rooftops. And a good view of the roads. Oh, there are so many things to see from the top of the cliff. What can I see from the top of the cliff? What can I see? What can I see? The sea crashing loudly on the rocks below. That's what I see from the top of a cliff. Waves crashing into and fro. What can I see from the top of a cliff? What can I see? What can I see? Boats lying stranded on the glistening sand. That's what I see from the top of a cliff. A perch for the seagulls to land. What can I see from the top of a cliff? What can I see? What can I see? A big stripy lighthouse that's tall and bright. That's what I see from the top of a cliff. It's such a wonderful sight. What can I see from the top of a cliff? What can I see? What can I see? Chimneys on roofs and a street below. That's what I see from the top of a cliff. That's what I see far below. The feeling you get at the top of the cliff is very different from the feeling you have at the bottom. Remember how small the cliffs made me feel? Remember the crashing sound of the waves? Up here it's so open and fresh. How do I feel? I feel very tall, looking down on those houses which look oh so small. What do I hear? The roar of the wind, so wild and so free, it swirls all around. What do I see? I look all around. Oh, a magnificent view from the sky to the ground. What can I smell in the wind as it blows? Oh, too many to choose from. It's so hard to know. What can I taste? There's salt in the air. There's sand, sea, and rocks. The wind in my hair. The cliffs rise high. The sea stretches out. I felt small, but now tall. How does that come about? Oh, it's great up here at the top of the cliff. And I've got lots of great photos. I brought my photo album with me so I can put my photos straight in it. Now then, here we go. Oh, that's the one of the cliffs from right down at the bottom. It looks a long way to the top. And this one is the one I took when I was really close to the sea. Oh, look at the waves crashing onto the rocks. Crash! And what have we here? Ah, that's the funicular railway, going all the way from the bottom to the top of the cliff. And this is my favorite one, the view from the top of the cliff. There's the sky and the sea, and look at the fishing boats and the houses. They look really tiny from up here. You know, cliffs are a wonder. They give us two different worlds, one at the bottom and one at the top. They're beautiful. I love them. Oh, you know, the funicular railway isn't the only way up and down the cliffs. Come on and I'll show you. Here we are. There are steps all the way down to the bottom. And that's where I need to get my bus back home. It's a long way down. Right then, here goes. What can I see from the top of a cliff? What can I see? What can I see? The sea crashing loudly on the rocks below. That's what I see from the top of a cliff. Waves crashing into see? What can I see? A big stripy lighthouse that's tall and bright. That's what I see from the top of a cliff. It's such a wonderful sight. What can I see from the top of a cliff? What can I see? What can I see? Chimneys on roofs and a street below. That's what I see from the top of a cliff. That's what I see far below. Oh, here we are, back at the bottom. Oh, I've had a great day, but I better not miss my bus. Bye!